Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode number 10. Today is February 1st,
Mhm.
2024. I still got to get used to the 2024 part because I haven't been to work to write it.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep second guessing myself on the year. So,
I've been pretty good with it this year, and I hardly ever write the date anymore because I don't want
yeah. Yeah.
to. I'm gonna say it now because she knows. Um, Tomorrow is my little's birthday, so I told her that she would get mentioned. So
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday,
Amelia.
Amelia. Yes, she's turning 8. I don't know when that happened, but yeah.
Well, you were sleeping.
All right. Sorry, I
I am
wanted to get that
Nicci
out the
from.
way early.
Oh, you're good.
Hmm.
I am Nicci. I'm coming to you from Wisconsin.
I'm Sarah. I am coming to you from Northwest Illinois. Yeah, the suburbs.
It's a really
Northwest suburbs. There we go. Yeah.
it's cloudy out today, so like I'm having a difficult time waking up.
No, it
So
is bright, sunny, almost triggered
yeah,
me sitting
yeah,
here.
I have all my lights on around me so that it looks
No, I've almost
like,
gotten triggered into a migraine by the
oh
sunlight
wow,
through this window this morning. Yeah, fun.
nice.
Today's a bit of a struggle bus for us. We're
It
both
is.
struggling, so just
Yep.
come along for the ride, right?
Admin don't really have much except for our Zooms. Our
Mhm.
Zooms are every Wednesday nights, Central Time, 6 to 8. Um, we always put the number in the password underneath in the down bar, but the word yarn, make sure it's capitalized, everybody. If you do not capitalize with the Y, it will tell you it's the wrong password and you can't get in. I don't know why that is. It's just that's how Zoom works. So sorry. And then the third Saturday of every month, we do it on a Saturday, and that one is from is it 7 Central Time? I don't know. It's down below, but I'm almost positive it's 7 Central Time.
I can keep it straight. I think so, yes. I usually just see what you've posted in the past.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it's 7 because of the fact like in the winter months it's not so bad, but like in the summer months,
You're saying thumbs up, so, you know.
oh, I don't even know how that happened.
Your Zoom is telling you you're right.
I'm glad somebody's telling us how to do this because that's how I feel today, guys. Somebody's got to have control of this
Right?
show, and it's not going to be me or Sarah.
Hmm.
Um, like you'll probably see the dog move. He is laying like right there, blending into the blanket. So I will warn you now, like if all of a sudden he jumps up and barks and runs, I am sorry for anybody wearing earbuds.
Hmm.
We both have dogs and they both randomly will bark at something once in a while.
Or mine will talk back to me.
There's that. Cooper will not talk back. He just kind of sleeps. And then if he hears somebody on his porch or outside,
Hmm.
he doesn't want them there. So I just dropped my notes.
All right.
So now we go into finishes.
I'm so close, but no cigar. It's all you.
All me. So I will start with the Whipco ones that I did. So last time you guys got to see the stitch by number off my knitting board. Came home from my mom's from surgery, and my second pull was a DK weight ripple blanket I had started a few years ago, but I was doing a pattern that a friend was telling me how to do, and I came home, thought I knew what I was doing. I did not. I pulled out an entire row and still couldn't figure out. I'm not really good at reading my own crochet yet. And the blanket that I thought I was doing, it was not. I can count the stitches and it just was wrong. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bite it off, or with crochet, you just pull it through, you're done.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna use it as a shoulder wrap while I'm sitting in my chair. And I will start the ripple blanket that I thought I was doing because now I can read crochet a little bit better and go with that. So here it is.
Oh, it's a
It's
good
just wide enough to be like a little wrap. So I have all these ends to get rid of, but for the most part, I crocheted over them. So all I have to do is cut them. I really like how it looks.
Yeah.
And it does keep me, just my shoulders warm. So my normal crafting chair that I sit in is a leather chair, so it gets cold,
Yeah.
even in summer with the fan air conditioning on. So it'll be good just to have over the back of my chair that I can grab, pull down. I pulled it down yesterday and just laid it across me like this all the way across and went to sleep for a couple hours after I had gone to the doctor. Then, but wait, there's more. Now, these are all my cross stitching ones since I've seen you last. So I will show you. Oh, I won't. This is one I didn't have a picture of. So last time you guys saw it was the snowman sampler. I had just had the snowman, I think, done. And so he is completely finished. And then for my initials, I changed the color to orange. And I couldn't decide if I wanted my maiden name initials on it or my married. And so I did both. Okay. So I did the MS, of course, for Nicole Sadie. Mm-hmm. And then the G is my Glembin and the P is Polakowski. Okay. So I thought it turned out really cute. And if you look real close right there, I actually put 2024.
Oh, nice.
So got that one done. Then I went on to my next one, which is a Christmas present for my godson Matthew. And I'm trying to find the picture quick. Mm-hmm. So that's where I was. Well, no, that isn't where I was, but it was pretty close. I don't know where the picture went that I had saved. But here it is. I didn't get to iron these because I'm not really great at wanting to iron, like Sarah has probably claimed to already. We just don't like ironing until we absolutely have to. And I know that I was just going to shove it in my box for an FFO to finish later. But right under there, I actually got my initials and the year. Okay. So this one I will make into a wall hanging. I have a vision. Mm-hmm. Hopefully it comes to fruition. But him and his wife decorate with a lot of family heirlooms and like older barn board, things like that. So I'm gonna try to find a piece of barnwood to mount this on and then make it so that they can hang it. Mm-hmm. Because they have 4 dogs. So I cannot make it into a pillow because one of the dogs will think that it's theirs. And my fourth and final finish is a new start and finish since we've seen you last. It's just in the last week I did it overnight. So here is the love pattern, and this is the freebie off of Fat Quarter Shop. And this was the exact same colors that they used in their Valentine's Day one from last year. They did it on a oatmeal, I want to say, but I had never done black, so I tried it. I loved it. What I don't love is I used my Q snaps. And to me, there was white that came off on them. So I'm hoping I can get that off.
No, I didn't know the Q snaps did that.
Nor did I. So, and I can see it. I can see it straight down here too. Mm-hmm. So, just something to be aware of. I don't know if all Q snaps do that, but the one I did do that to me. So. And now we get to move into whips. And I will let Sarah go first because I've just talked for basically the whole time we've been here.
Yeah. I will start with crochet since it's in my hand. I've been steadily every day getting some progress done on my corner to corner speedy blanket, just corner to corner blanket. Let's see. Again, it doesn't look like a lot. This is where I was last time, but also a lot. That's a lot. Yeah.
It is.
I'm this far from done with this ball, and this is the second one. And these are the Karen big cakes, so they're what, 150?
They're either 150 or 200 grams.
Yeah, of worsted Aran weight yarn. They're big. So I'm doing 2, and then I'll start decreasing. So this has been my car project while I'm waiting in like drop off pickup line for school for my older daughter. Yeah, since I had it out, I've been working on it here. Yeah, I have that crochet, and I need to work on this. Huh?
I have 0 crochet to add.
I need to work on this. So this is going to be a teacher gift for my littles teacher. I am doing this red cup.
Aw.
Isn't it cute?
He is.
I have the body of the cup done basically. I still have to do the so yeah, here's that. I don't know. I played with hook sizes and it's still kind of funny. It could be that I'm using
I think it'll like black out with the stuffing, you know what I mean?
yeah, like yarn bee, yarn taupe bee, a couple different types of yarn bee yarns.
Gotcha.
But I've got this wait, I'm trying to pull it out the bag. I'm gonna do these 3 colors. So it's like this blushy pink, a red, and I was debating between like an ivory and a white, but I feel like the white pops with this one.
Yeah.
For what it is. So that is all I have for crochet. Am I gonna go on to knitting, or do you want to go on?
Sure.
Okay. I only have one. Sorry, I'm marking them off my list as I go. That way I know I actually say everything. I have not done very much on my anthology. I did a little bit. Tiny bit, really. Yeah. I mean, barely. There's my marker. Wait, where is my marker? It's got to be around here. Oh, I didn't move it. I think I was... No, maybe I did. I finished this color.
I think that's where you were.
Oh, okay.
You did more than I thought.
Yeah. And I'm on another color, a slightly darker green. Yeah, I didn't get very far. I've had tunnel vision on a few. One thing mainly. I tried to finish another thing, but so that got ignored. And I think once I say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," I don't want to do it anymore. Because I said I wanted to get 2 colors done a week, and then all of a sudden I didn't want to work on it anymore. So I need to stop saying that. It doesn't work for me. That's all I have for knitting.
Okay. I have 3 projects I worked on, and then I have two that I have to talk about. So my Fanta Stitch, you guys have seen recently, and I had done, where'd it go? So I was here, I got this last block done, and there's supposed to be another part to this one before I go to the next section. So this is not for me. This is for a yarn dyer. This is all Tara Mitchell's from Mitchell's Creations yarn, and we're doing it in sport weight instead of fingering like it's called for. So I ran out basically of the pastel minty green, the sea foam. I love that color.
Yeah.
So I had to send her a message and ask her, what would you like me to do? Because now this section is going to be 8 rows shorter than the other. And so we talked, and I'm just gonna move on to the next section because there's literally um 3 more sections and it's done.
At least it
Technically 2
wasn't, oh,
sections
rip
and
it
the
out
border.
and use a different color.
Yeah. So all I'm gonna do is move on.
Yeah.
There's enough, so you can see it and whatnot. So I'm gonna do my 2 rows. He does 2 row of like stockinette
Mm-hmm.
and then the next section.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that 2 rows of that and add in the stitches where I need to make sure that I'm at the stitch count. Then go forward.
Sorry.
I might have to change the color order for the border. I'm gonna have to look real close to see which ones I have the most of and use those 2 to do that border.
Yeah.
And I'm still not guaranteed that I'm not gonna have to cut the border a little bit shorter than what it was supposed to be. But that's okay. Use the yarn that you have until you can't. This way you're getting all your money's worth.
Yeah.
And you have a bazillion half skeins laying around.
Yeah.
So I do like it a lot. I think it's turning out really pretty. I don't think losing those 8 rows is going to matter too much in the blocking department. Like, it's going to be huge. So again, this is the Fanta Stitch by Stephen West. So while I was waiting for her to get back to me on that, I pulled out my birthday cast on from, I think the year I turned 40, maybe 41. I'm not really sure right now. But pulled it out. Basically, it was already out sitting next to my chair. That's why I knit on it. This is the So Lovely tee. I forgot the lady's name.
Not
I know her name is, huh?
Kimber McAlinden?
Yep. I think so.
Kimberly McAlinden.
I was gonna say, I know her name's Kim.
Yeah, Kimberly McAlinden.
So this is the back. But that's where I have my stitch marker. So I will show you. I think I got like 1.5 2 inches done. So here he is. So I got from here up and a couple, well, no, just a night. The yarn is from Knit Picks and it's cucumber. It's the stroll. And I know I'm gonna have way more. I have 3 skeins not skeined up yet, but 2 that are, so I don't think I'm gonna need any more, but this is the cucumber tonal. And I don't know, it's the fingering stroll. I don't know if that's a retired color or not, but before I put this stitch marker on, let's talk about that quickly. So these stitch markers, can you see that? Yeah. These are from Heather. And she has opened her shop back up, guys. So I am going to link it down below. But I don't know if she's going to start doing the monthly ones again or not. She would have came on with us this morning, but she's 2 hours behind me and Sarah.
You gotta tell me that. I could have done this later.
She wouldn't, because she didn't talk. We were talking at 11:30 last night. We didn't know if Sarah was awake because of migraines, things like that. So we tend not to text Sarah after 10 because we don't know if it's a good night or a bad night for her. So unless she's texted us, we leave her alone because we don't want to wake her up or, trigger, anything like that. So we try to be respectful. She does plan to hop on one of these times.
Okay.
Occasionally she will if she's off work and we're doing it where the time works for her too. She just doesn't want to last minute do it to Sarah where we change the time of what time we're going to meet together. But so I'm going to link her down below. On Instagram, it's Handmade by H. And then it'll link you over to her Etsy shop. And I love the beaded stitch markers. I have a bazillion of them. Last night I was like, oh, I don't have any on the projects I'm working on. So I meant to go downstairs and grab. I have one full complete set that I still have downstairs, but I had forgot before we started this. So luckily that was on the sweater because I had forgot to do that. But that was that one was a kit that came with a skein of yarn, like it was a skein of yarn out of beads, and then the sheep and a yarn ball with needles.
There she is.
So there is her shop.
Mhm.
And I know she's working on some new ones.
Yeah.
I love the.
I think I own them all. I think I actually own them all.
I think somebody, and because those are the circle backs for earrings as well. I know somebody who ordered 2 packs, and her daughter wears them as earrings because she wouldn't stop playing with them. So, let's see. Okay, the next 2 knitting projects are my Whip Go calls for February, and so I wanted to, and Whip Go was not fair to me this month. I will say this: Whip Go is not my friend this month. Last month, great. I got the Born to Hunt done. I got my Stitch by Numbers done. I got the blanket done. Well, this time it decided to pick 2 huge cross stitch projects and 2 sweaters in the shortest month of the year. So there will be no finishes for Nicci on Whip Goes. So anyways, it pulled the sweaters. The first sweater I'm going to talk to you about is my Tin Can Knits Prairie Fire, and this is out of Shipja's Color Crafter. And it's all bunched up because, of course, I'm using the smallest needle humanly possible for a sweater. It's a 16-inch, but there's the lace pattern that just keeps growing out. The last time anybody on any podcast saw this, I was down here at the Mickey Butt. So, and now I am up there. And so for this one, I know it can't be a finish. And I'm okay with that. So what I did plan is the repeat is a 6-row repeat for half of that diamond on the front. So what I'm going to do is I plan to do 12 repeats for the month.
Okay.
So hopefully I will get 6 whole new diamonds on the front. And by doing so, I will be about 2 repeats under splitting for the arms. So at that point, I can consider it more like half of a sweater. Will all I have left.
Okay.
But I had to figure out where in the lace repeat I was. What, was I on an increase? Was I on, just a knit row? And then where in that diamond pattern I was. I'm trying to put this in the bag with another project. So, not that I don't have bags upon bags that I used to make, but I have it also in the smallest humanly possible bag, because when I first started this, I didn't need anything. But I do realize why I stopped working on it. I was on the first skein still, so a lot of bang for your buck on this one. First skein, and I had enough to do 2 more rounds, and then I needed a new ball. All of my yarn are in totes. My totes are not marked. All of my yarn is on Ravelry, but I had to figure out what tote. And with my foot, so luckily my husband went through all of my totes to find the color for me, and he gave me 3 of the balls. I don't know what I was thinking, but when I bought this yarn, I bought 9 skeins to do a sweater.
So you have a lot.
I'm gonna have a lot of this color. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of that. So I move that stitch marker up. So my second sweater is the Boxy Chevron. And this was a knit along with a Arkansas Yarn Co. for their yarn crawl 3 years ago. I got my first sleeve because you start with the sleeves.
I don't like those.
So,
I have by a project like that. So yeah.
All right. So I have this one, and it goes on, and it will fit. I already had it pinned in around my arm. Obviously I haven't blocked it. I like the colors still. I got that one done in a day, and I was like, oh, no problem for the sweater back then. I got to the second sleeve. and I stopped.
Mhm.
So on this one, you do that, and then you pick up along the sleeves here. Go to the next one with adding on the other one,
Mhm.
and so on. So my goal is to get the second sleeve done and to get it picked up and knit like 2 inches on this because this is fingering weight yarn. And then I'll call it good for my whip go
Mhm.
because I'm supposed to work on it for 12 hours, and I'm sure that will. Yesterday, I pulled this out because, again, like I said, I wanted to figure out where I was on these projects. That was a nightmare. I couldn't even remember how to read this pattern, going back and forth, but I got it. And all this yarn, again, is perennial. And I got this at Around the Table Yarns. And it is 60% superwash merino, 25% Sarah-Belle, and 15% nylon for a total of 497 yards. So you get a lot of yardage on this one. Does this one say what color it is? Of course not. Why would it want to tell me the color so I can just tell you guys? Nope. I tried. Here's the gray.
That's pretty.
I'll call it gray. And here's the neon pink. Coral. I don't know. This one does have a tag down inside. But again, like I just showed you, the pink one doesn't tell me what it's pink or coral. To me, it's more of a coral. So I have 3 of the coral because that's going to be the majority of the sweater. And I have just the one gray. And then there on the sleeve, there's one little stripe. And I had done this fun mini with a whole bunch of colors in it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only place I use it. I use it for 2 rows on either sleeve, and that's it.
Okay.
So all this mini will probably go into one of my cozy memories or Battenberg. But that is what I have for knitting.
Okay. I have one sewing. It's a new start. I won't show the whole bag. Well, you can see the bag, but I'll show it in the haul. I am doing a friend's stitch along, I guess you'd call it, quilt along with some of the Around the Table group. And earlier, or I guess last year, this pattern with all the pieces and the templates went on sale. So like I hid it from view apparently. I've got like all the little paper pieces and the acrylic templates to cut the fabric and the directions. It's the XO quilt, and our friend Ingrid, who is like an amazing quilter, sewer, paper piecer. She's the one who pulled everybody into the bandwagon. Some
Not
kids
everybody.
screaming. Yeah, you haven't made it there yet. She's putting together the kits and she's doing an amazing job. She sent us, I'll show the whole thing in haul, but I've basically gotten 3 full of these done.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm on the last one. I have to do 5 of this color and 5 of this color, and then you add in the squares, and how it works out is like one will be like that X, and the I never get it, and this is the there we go, and the white squares kind of make them look different. So XO quilt. I'm excited that I finally got it started. I've been looking forward to this one. So yeah, that's my sewing. Do you have any sewing?
I do not. I'm still in the process of cleaning the sewing room.
Yeah, I have some projects I want to get done this month. I want to I have Disney villain fabric. I want to make a
Yeah.
villain's bag.
I have plans to do some sewing this month, but because, like I said, it's the shortest month,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to find a way to make it to Oklahoma at the end of the month
Mm.
for a birthday party for a grandmother
Yep.
that's turning. So
Yeah.
I don't know how well that's going to work out for me.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess we can move on. How many cross stitch do you have?
3.
I have 5, so I guess I'll start. First one, I'm gonna make Nicci laugh. I've been working. My goal is to finish the long dog wedding sampler. I'm pulling up the picture. Wedding. I did not pull that one up. Is it coming? All right. So mine is white with a teal background. So that's basically what it will look like. I'm going to include my stitch totals because I haven't finished this, so my numbers aren't changing. I got all the cross stitch done, and I started back stitching, I think at like 5:30 last night.
Nice.
So I've gotten all of the back stitching done on the outer frame. I've gotten all around here, and I just have down here. So I will be done with this today. I tried really hard to finish it last night, but back stitching on 25 count
is no joke.
That hurt my eyes. Like, I can cross stitch on this no problem, but back stitching, I'm like, it was a challenge. It was definitely a challenge, but it's so close. And I think I envision putting it in a gold frame, and then also seeing maybe if there's a side-by-side gold frame I can find.
Okay.
And print, finally, almost a year later, print out one of our wedding pictures.
You're doing better than me. I mean, I've been married 14 years and I still yet to.
So I think
print
this would be beautiful on the mantle or the piano or something
It
like
would.
that, in like a gold frame. I'll see if it needs, yeah, I'll figure the details out, but that's kind of what I'm envisioning for it. So hopefully next podcast, I will have that fully finished, not just finished, fully finished. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know when I'll have a fully finished. I won't lie to you or myself that way.
Mm-hmm.
I know what happened is I favorited my pictures on my phone and it didn't transfer to the iPad.
Oh.
So that's why I can't find my favorites.
Yeah, that would make it a little complicated.
I will do better next time, guys. I swear I'm not a noob. Where, like Sarah said, today is a rough
struggle bus.
It really is. So, come on. Where are you? This is why everybody used to laugh when I said I only keep like 20 pictures on my phone so that I didn't have to do this. So that's where I was at the beginning.
There it goes.
And I tried really hard, like Sarah, to have a 5th project finished. Here it is.
Oh, close.
So again, this is going to be for Matthew, my godson, for Christmas also. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be making this 2 more times for 2 of my other cousins. So this one's in blues, and I didn't think about that when I first started this project. It was going to be for my cousin Courtney. Mm-hmm. But her favorite color is purple. I'm like, why would I do it in blues? What were you thinking? Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I'll keep it for myself. And I was like, no, do it for Matt, because he's technically your cousin too, besides your godson. So this will be a pillow. Because I'm not trying to take up all their walls realty. And hopefully they'll just, set it on the bed or something like that. Mm-hmm. If I know anything about his little girl, she will steal it. Because she calls me Aunt Nicci and she takes everything that I bring in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one of mine.
Okay. Oh, and sorry, for the wedding sampler, I'm saying about because I'm counting on the stitch count in the pattern, but obviously the location is different because I put the city we got married in. The date is different. And instead of our initials, because Peter does not have a middle name.
Yeah.
And then I got confused. I'm like, do I put my maiden initials? Do I put, I don't know this stuff. I really never thought I was going to get married. So I ended up being able to fit our names in there. So according to the pattern, there were 7,413 stitches. I'm going to guess I got more in. And then I have no idea how you back stitch.
So I was told back stitching because remember the fandom group that we're in,
Yeah.
that I'm in now,
Yeah.
they count back stitching as 2 back stitches to 1 cross.
Yeah, I'm not counting that. I'm not doing
No, but I mean, if you really wanted to, like,
Yeah,
if
no.
you're doing a challenge,
We're gonna say over 10,000.
Yeah.
Because I would guess that's where I am. Okay. I forgot that I was doing that because I don't have like a full wrap up.
Yeah.
My numbers don't change really. Okay. I'm just gonna include this one. I haven't worked on it since the last project, but I will include my stitch total, and I get to pick it up today because I said I want to do a page a month, and I'm so excited. Here is my Merry Mushroom Picnic. It's number 1. I finished a full page plus some, and then decided, you know what? I need to work on other things. So I will limit myself to a page a month. And then I'm not waiting because I got this done in less than 2 weeks. So that means I would have had like a month and a half of nothing to work on with it. So it's spacing it out for me a little bit. And I have done 9,524
for the
stitches
month.
for the month.
I just want to clarify that.
Yeah, I did that in like 2 weeks.
Go ahead and do another one.
You want me to do another one? Okay. I'll include the didn't finish it yet, and I got really annoyed because again, the mountains is a lot of confetti, and I messed up. I don't know where I messed up, and I was getting annoyed, and I just had to put it to the side because it was making me not happy. However, I did make some progress. Where this thread is coming from. So last time I had just really been starting on the mountains. So
Yeah.
I have basically finished the mountains, and now I'm getting to, I guess, the ground, and then there will be, this is, I don't remember the name of it. The Steps is the name of it. And there'll be a water line and then lake and like a mirror image. I'm looking forward to the mirror image because it's like some nice sections that are going to be great to work on. I have no idea how much I've done. I think I got a good amount done. It was a lot of confetti.
Oh, so you did a lot of confetti in that section.
A lot. I mean, it's hard to really see it, but there's like multiple. Oh God, there's still more in mountain I haven't done. Okay, I'm not done the mountains. Basically what I do is I go from the highest stitch that isn't done, and whatever color that is, I try to finish it out within a reasonable area. It won't end.
I just realized I lied. I have 4.
Okay.
Now we get to go back and forth.
Oh, it's your turn.
Okay. For the Disney fandom, well, it's Fandom Central group that I belong to, and this year it's Disney. And in February they decided there's 2 monthly challenges for this month. So one is February and March, and we have things, but the first one was do full coverage. So I was like, okay, I said I was going to do it for a leap year. I'll just start it on the first because we know that Nicci's going to be like, I miss my words. I like play on words.
I could have given you, you know what? I have some tiny masterpieces that are full coverage.
So I ordered a cross stitch that was on sale from one of my people that I found on Etsy. I gotta make sure it's not the pattern that I'm about to show you. So this is one of the cities in Star Wars, and I have friends who are avid Star Wars fans. So I was like, okay, let's do that one. It's not confetti heavy. It's not horrible because it's only going to be like an 8 by 11. I mean, it's over 10,000 stitches, yes. And that's all the criteria was for the challenge group. So I just wanted to get it started. All I did was 6 little stitches just to have it. But here are all my colors. I kitted it all up right away. So it wasn't bad. Only 8 colors. So for my first one, I thought this was great. There's not a huge amount of confetti. There's not a huge amount of changing. So I'm pleased. And I know who it's going to. I can frame it 8 by 11. Like, that's easy to just put in a frame and be like, here, your problem. And I will link the Etsy shop. I think it's Nerdy Little Stitcher. And I did buy the Shire from them also when they had the sale. And then I bought a Pulp Fiction one for myself. Pulp Fiction. And I bought a wedding one for Samantha.
Did you choose which one? You had like
I'm just gonna do the first one I bought, even though I bought 3 more. I bought 3 total. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with the deer antlers because they got engaged on opening morning of deer hunting in the middle of the woods in Blaze Orange.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stick with that one.
Okay.
Hi, Peter.
You whispered like that makes a difference.
It's fine. I always call Peter the coffee fairy for Sarah. If it's not,
everybody thinks that he just appears with coffee. They have no idea that I've texted him and asked him.
Well, I know that because that's how it is for me.
Yeah, they think he just magically appears with it. All right, so then I actually have an extra one because I didn't count the annoying one. I swear to God, I'm blocking it. I'm like literally blocking it. So then when I got annoyed with that one, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull something out I haven't worked on yet. One of the first kits I ordered from like online kits, not like big box store kits, was the Castle Homecoming from Frosted Pumpkin. I have not worked on it in a while. I think the last part comes out today.
Probably.
And
I find it funny
because I found out how to update
my next one.
Belongs.
Did you?
Pattern Keeper. There's a way. Only if the chart that you have is the same size in each one. So some of them it will work, some of it won't. I joined a Pattern Keeper group. Anyway, so I updated my chart. So I don't really know where I was because I had to sit there and fill in, and I didn't.
And you didn't take a picture.
Yeah, I'm thinking I got about 1,500 stitches done because I worked on it for 2-3 days, and I try to get at least 500 stitches done on any project I touch when I'm keeping count. And so I have all of this. I got all of this done down here and the bridge right here, and then I've moved over here and I'm working on that. It's fun. I'm kind of FOMOing about the Enchanted Realm, I think is the next stitch along, but these are not really my style. It just was an affordable kit and I was learning, and I figured one of my kids, like Melia, would eat this up. But I also feel like Enchanted Realm would go along with this, but not enough for me to want to order the kit. So yeah, I think I got about 1,500 stitches done on this one. Now I will actually try to keep count on what I have done because it's on the computer, so I can actually keep count.
So the next two I'm talking about, but I'll only talk one at a time, are my WhipGo pulls for February. So WhipGo did pull my castle.
Oh.
And so I will show you where I was. And I'm laughing because I didn't have much.
You did a middle start because it would have been.
I did. And it's
Hate
the
middle
to show up
starts.
sideways. So there was my start.
Yeah. The flag, yeah.
And this is on fabric that I dyed myself. So I did that.
Love
And
the
I have
disembodied
the bridge
head.
all the way over. So I went with the bridge, did it all the way to the end. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way straight down and then go over to a corner because I like corner starts.
Yes.
And I know that about myself. So I'm enjoying it a little bit because I've done so many monochromatics lately. I'm just like, oh, I gotta change the color again.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta change the color again. Like, can't we just go with the one color and do all of that first? Like, even that love one that I finished, I did all of the white. Then I did all of the red. And then I went back and did all the pink.
So for this one, I really like to do like I liked in Winter Wonderland. I like to pick things to work on.
Right. And so I figure if I can get
in relation
water,
to, yeah,
and go over, then I'll have that great big dragon to do.
Yeah, I haven't done the big dragon, have I?
So that's what I'm thinking. And then this bag is from Pepper Pot Shop. There it is. But yeah, I love her bags. I want to get more.
All right. And then I have my Gilmoreisms.
Yeah, that one's still the black hole.
What's happening here? Okay. I am up to date. So it took me a minute to remember why this was a Gilmoreism. And it was a gift from Logan. Yes. So I got, that one was a lot of stitches. So let me see. The last two were a lot of stitches. Let's see. The Williams Hardware, and I'm doing the frame as I go. Williams Hardware was 1,229 stitches. And this one was 753, which brings my total to 3,710 stitches on Gilmoreisms. I'm enjoying it. It's like I could get it done in a day. Like, yeah. I like that because I don't, Nicci and I were saying, I don't have any finishes because I don't have any small projects. I keep saying I'm going to start a small, but I'm enjoying some of the things I'm working on. So why?
My last one, I'm trying to make sure these threads are, I have them attached, sorry, because like I said, I like to do colors. It pulled my Disney villains. Both huge stitch alongs that I'm, yeah. Again, I dyed the fabric myself with green apple. That's where I am. That's where I've been. So I haven't worked on it. I'm showing it so that we have a reference to go back to. But sure. That's where it is.
Are you going to fill it in? Are you going to do it full coverage, or are you going to do like I did?
I don't understand that question. So from what I've seen, there's like lines.
Yes. However, okay. So here's mine.
Sorry, I need to be dumb right
Oh,
now.
that's okay. In between the lines is like white.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So I'm gonna
technically
do
a
the
full
line.
coverage.
Yeah, I'm only gonna do the lines. I'm not doing the
Yeah.
white.
Okay, that's why
Otherwise,
I
I
asked
would
that. Yeah,
never.
technically a full coverage. And I think Agatha possibly filled in her nameplate and then backstitched the name over it.
I don't think I'm doing that either.
Yeah, I just did the name backstitched.
Yeah, I'm just doing the lines and the back stitch. So my goal is to at least get one done, or the person in it, or to do all the frames across the front top row. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do first for the month, but that is my goal. One of those two things. It's going to depend where my brain is.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to depend how going back to work after 5 weeks off feels. So I'm not committing to anything, but that is my goal. Like I said, I want to get down, just straight down for the last one that we just showed, the castle, and either the framework or this whole one done. So yeah,
I have one more. I again, because I was missing my heaven and earth, I pulled out my Christmas time and I finally, because I sat there and it has 90 colors in my Christmas time. Let me pull that one up. I forgot to. And I just had all the floss in a bucket. And as I needed the color, was pulling it. And I realized with my heaven and earth that once at some point I was doing the same thing with that, just pulling the colors as I needed it and putting it on a bobbin. And once I got it all in the case, oh, I was so happy because it looks so nice and organized and neat. It felt good. So this is a give me the picture. Oh, it does this for some reason. She's not selling it in her shop anymore, so it won't let me pull that up. So I have to actually pull up the file.
Yeah, and I will say Abby Sue from the Disney Villains, all of her fandom is gone now too.
Yes, at the end of the month. Okay, so this is what it will look like. And I bought this the first week I started cross-stitching. I was like, I could get this done by Christmas.
And I laughed.
Everybody laughed and laughed and laughed because I had no idea. I
You still have that open in October that you could still get that done by Christmas, and we were still laughing at you.
Yeah. I think by October I had a little bit of a clue that it wasn't going to happen. I am doing it on 18 count. I did not know when I bought the fabric that easy count fabric was a thing. And then I learned about gridding and I'm like, oh, should I grid my fabric? And they're like, yeah, you buy it like that. I'm like, that's the thing. Well, I already bought the fabric. So I took 5 hours and gridded it. And then I tried out parking and it was not, I was doing like 10 by 10 stitch areas. It was not enjoyable for me. And with Heaven and Earth, I realized, let me just work by the page. I like that better. So I'd gotten from here to about here done. So I had about 550 stitches, something like that. And now I'm actually I had a bunch more threads parked and I'm literally just pulling the parked thread and going until I'm done with that page. And they're almost gone. I only have a few more left. It's very exciting. So I have done about 1,300 stitches. I don't know my exact start count, but about 1,300 stitches. And I like it more now.
Okay. We are on to, so at the beginning of the month, end of the last one of the, if it falls on the last day of the month, otherwise the beginning of the month, I'll go over my numbers. I don't do it every week like Sarah. I do write it all down in my my book of days. And I will show you that. I'm just trying to get to the right page because my notes are on 2 separate pages. So in my book of days, we're still in the first month, so right now it's still pretty and shiny. But I write down, and then the end of each week, I total up what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So for the month of January, I had a total of 11,947 stitches, which almost made me stay awake last night to get those last 53 stitches to get to 12,000. I had 4 cross stitch finishes for the month and 3 new starts. For knitting, I had knitting, crocheting, I lumped together. So I had 3 finishes. I had the 2 shawls and then the 1 hat. And I had started one thing, which was the hat. So that's already done. So I finished the stitch by number and the crochet wrap, JJ's blanket, and did I say it? Stitch by number, the wrap, the hat, and JJ's blanket. So I had 4 finishes total for knitting and crocheting. For cross stitch, I finished the ornament for Warren, the snowman sampler, the Born to Hunt, and then the Made with Love from Fat Quarter Shop. For knitting starts, I had 0. I didn't start anything in knitting. I started a crocheted hat and finished that one. For starts for cross stitch, I started Warren's ornament that I finished, the snowman sampler, Gilmoreisms, and Handmade with Love. So literally only one of those is still started. All the rest were finished.
As you said, your total stitch count, I went and did mine because I'm like, I didn't think to total it. I got in this month 22,547 ish.
Yeah.
Just because I don't have one I don't even have a count on.
And I will probably never again this year have 9,000, or what did I say, 11,000 stitches. 11,000, almost 12,000 stitches because work.
Yeah.
So, for books, I finished 10. So in order of I finished them, I did Back in a Spell by Lane Harper, which was book number 3 in the series. So the other 2 I did last year. Cleat Cute, which is really hard for me to say for some reason, by Morale Willison. It was just one of those rom-com books like at Target or something that somebody had said, oh, that was a cute book. So I just got it on Liddy and listened to that. Back in the Burbs was book 1 in a series by Tracy Wolf. I really like her books. I'd listened to her a few of her other series, and I did like it. My Roommate is a Vampire. It made me giggle. Again, it was one of those that another podcast, Floss Tuber had talked about being one of the ones on the Target shelf. She liked the cover, so she took it home and read it. Waterbound, which was book number 1 by Christine Feehan in a Sisters series. There is one. Yeah, I think there's 6 books in books in. Yep.
Yes.
And so from there I did Waterbound, Spiritbound, Airbound, and Earthbound all in a row.
Should be 7.
And then I did So This Is Love by Elizabeth Leem, which is a spin on the Disney classics. And then I did book 5 for Firebound.
There should be 7.
Okay.
Because it's 7 sisters, and then they do another series where there will be 1 less.
Right. And
they're good books. I love
So This Is Love is because it's part of the Disney challenge group that I'm doing. So they give us so many books. So for that one, like I got 41 points just for reading the book.
Oh, nice.
For the group.
Yeah.
And then the Firebound, I really like the sister ones.
Oh, I love those.
I do have book 6 in my queue to read right now. Like I have 10 full books.
7 is hard. I will warn you on that one. It's It's got some hard themes in it. I will warn you.
Okay.
It may be a little triggery.
I love Christine Feehan.
I love Christine Feehan.
I did her whole Dark series.
There's
I know
a
she's adding.
sister that's very mysterious, like you don't really know what she does. You find out, and it's hard.
Gotcha.
It's a good book though. I love them all. They're really good.
She's adding a lot to her series, like that I've already read. You know, like the
Yes.
Shadow Walker and Dark. She's coming out with more books for those series,
Yeah.
and so I'm just waiting for them to drop.
Oh, you have to find I've found the complete list. I have so many of the vampire ones. The dark.
Yeah, the Dark.
I never
And
did the shadow. I did some
the
of the
Dark. She's
others.
added one. She's adding one in February, I think it is.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
I normally go, like, when a book comes out, I normally go back to the beginning and read so that I'm, you know, back in that frame of mind for that series.
There's a lot of books.
It was.
There are a lot. Don't start.
But Mom, I have to.
Hi. Hi, stop it. Okay, I have a plan to read a book. I I was joking with Nicci. Excuse me. Hold on.
He has an opinion about everything.
He's like being loud. I haven't been reading since I started crafting again because I've just been enjoying the crafting so much. It's kind of replaced that for me. But lately, Facebook ads, man, they got me with those, you know, the apps where you read chapter by chapter.
Yeah.
So I Google the name and sometimes I don't mind buying a book.
Right.
I do mind having to buy it chapter by chapter.
I
don't like that. So I'll try to find the full book, and I was joking, like, not any, I was like, there's not any books I read I want to admit to. They're, you know, light, fluffy. They're light, fluffy, werewolf mate series. But I don't know. They're just, you know, it's like
sometimes you just need that escape or something light, and like I said,
it's so anyway, I've been reading those. However, they just released the January Novel Notions from Forbidden Fiber Co. book. And it is Life as We Know It, and it is the beginning of a series called Last Survivors. It's technically a young adult. I think it's in journal form.
Okay.
It is a dystopian book, but as opposed to being set well after the end of times type deal, it's set during while everything's happening. So I'm gonna try it. I've never done audiobooks, so I'm gonna try to do it as an audiobook to listen to while I am working on the project.
And that's what I do. And then I listen obviously at work.
Yes. That's my plan. So yeah.
Purchases.
Oh boy. I did finally, I was showing Nicci this, I did finally order fabric for my villains. There's a color difference.
It's slight.
Honestly, I didn't care because it is a hand dye. It's been months. I don't expect, you know, it's one of those things, you know, might happen. Now, what I might do is after I frame this out, I might see if I have enough for another row. I may not, just because of edging.
Yeah.
And maybe this one go in the middle, that one go at the bottom. I don't know. I got that. This was Ingrid sent this very lovely bag, and that, you know, that's part of my haul. I had to cut the fabric, which was perfectly fine. She sent though enough fabric for the strip, so we're doing a strip a month for that project. I got a special needle minder for my Gilmoreisms. I looked for a Gilmore Girls one. It says "Oi with the poodles" already. It'd be really funny if that one ends up in the Gilmoreisms. And I also got. I ordered, and I need to order more. I don't need to. But since I know I plan to do them, I got the special needle minder from Heaven and Earth. That is my stitch along project. And so I want to get the other Mary mushrooms since I know I'm going to make them.
She's crazy.
And I want to get I don't know, a general Heaven and Earth because I can see I'm going to work on those. They're in my future. So I got that one. So I bought fabric. I ordered the pattern for a stitch along that I keep forgetting. I'm probably about to get the second part of it. It is from Climbing Goat Designs. I keep forgetting about it. It is Dragons, a Field Guide.
I remember you telling me about that one.
Yes. This is part 1. Well, the frame and part 1.
Yep.
And so I haven't even gotten floss for it. I keep forgetting. So I bought the pattern and I got this from Fat Quarter Shop. It is Vintage Country Mocha in 20 count, 18 by 21. So it's got some speckling. I also ordered one of those Lori Holt unstitcher things. I have no idea where it went. It disappeared. It's tiny. Tiny. I ordered that. I don't have them with me, but I ordered like 3 4mm crochet hooks because I think you guys have seen me twice say, "Where the heck is my 4mm hook?" Or, "Oh my gosh, there's my 4mm. I've been looking for it." I also, Heaven and Earth, I think it ends today, has a 50% off most of their patterns. There's some exclusions. So I got the full-size Mary Mushroom, which I'm very excited about. And I also got and these are both in Max Color, the full-size Grand Butterfly Ball.
Oh my goodness.
They look so fun.
I would be banging my head against the wall.
I'm so excited. They both contain 240 colors.
They're gorgeous.
Yes.
But I just don't have.
And I just found another one for my wish list.
Oh, brother.
Someone on the official Facebook group, when I was going to look for a picture of the Mary mushrooms, there's a fairy tale bookshelf. I want it. That may have to happen. I want
it. You know, today they're on sale.
I know. It's happening. And I'm going to get it supersized and Max Color. I'm going to have all the DMC colors by the end of it. I mean, all of them. I'm going to have a full-on collection.
More than just the one, so.
Yeah. I'm going to have a full-on collection.
I was trying to pull up the ones I bought because I did buy 2. But you think I can get them right now? Of course not. But I did buy 2. I bought minis. I bought the sunflower. I was wondering if I took a screenshot with my phone. I bought the sunflower and then I think I bought this one.
Is that why I got the random you with the sale?
Yes.
I didn't know.
But you didn't say anything, and I was like, all right, she doesn't want to know what she forced me to do. But I did. Like, if I would have had, I think that was before I was allowed to drive again. But if I had the capability at that time to drive, I probably would have drove to your front door and like slapped you. I was like, get the telling myself, get the hell out of here. You don't need to be here. This is not what we do. You are not a full coverage person. You don't like full coverage. Don't go down that rabbit hole with Sarah and Heather. Like, what are you doing?
It's such a fun rabbit hole, though.
No. I will fight both of you the entire time, kicking and screaming. Just like when I got it, I'm like, are you really going to do these? Sorry, I'm trying to find it real quick. So I ordered, the cow and then the sunflower. And of course, it's not giving me. See if it'll open it real quick. This year's flower for me is the sunflower. So that is why I wanted, but this is a mini. And that is more Nicci's speed. Not that it's my speed at all, because it's still, let me see. It's 10 1/4 by 13. So not horrible. And I want to say that I have 88 colors. Lemon. Yeah. 88 colors. So I haven't bought any of the floss or anything like that. Just like I only bought the cow because it was on sale. I love the hairy cow. I think that even the hairy cow, I did not buy max color because I am not going to drive myself crazy with all that. So, are you done with your purchases? Okay. I had ordered stuff while I was sick, obviously, or not sick, but off on surgery. So here's her card again. I bought more needle minders because of course I couldn't find all the ones. Well, I have all of them, but I'm using them all. And the other ones I have are like Christmas or Halloween, and I want to use those on everyday projects. So I got another hairy cow. Oh, those are cute. And of course I got another sunflower because I'm going to put that one on the sunflower one. Because I will start the sunflower this year because this is the year of the sunflower, but that's as far as I'm going to go with that. And then I got a cow with a daisy in its mouth. I got not all those who wander are lost. This one is live, love, and laugh with other little sayings underneath it. I got another sunflower, but this one is an American flag because I have a couple flag pieces I want to start. And then I just thought this piggy was cute.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
So, then off of D-Stash, just came in the other day. A bunch of floss tubers when I started watching floss tube had done this la-di-da. I paid $2 for this. So. Nice. And then a Shannon Christine, which I love her designs. And I got this one from the same person. And I had to laugh because when the person wrote my name on the envelope, my husband brought it up to me and they put Nicole because Facebook, my name is Nicole. And so when they did the C, they went right into the O. So it actually looked like a W the way they did it. And he's like, Wea? Hey, Wea, here you go. I was like, what are you talking about? And I looked at my name on there and I was like, oh, well, I got a new name. Then a while back this was just here and I had never opened the package when it came. Obviously I didn't need it real well, but here is my snowman collector. Yeah, this is number 8. And then I had gotten some Easy Grid 25, a yard of it. Easy Grid. So found that. Then I got off of D-Stash again. Oh no, this is not D-Stash. This I won from a floss tuber. So Stitch by Liz. Thank you. And it was a full entire kit. It came with everything. And the next week I won again on her floss tube. And I'm a Harry Potter fan, and I got a Harry Potter snow globe.
It's
It's
Ron.
Ron. So my husband's like, "Oh, you got Hermione." I'm like, "No, that's Ron." He's like, "It looks like a girl." I'm like, "No." I was like, "You know nothing about Harry Potter. Go away."
At least Ginny. Say Ginny.
Right. Yeah, this one. So snowballs for sale. I saw this. Where did I see that? I don't know where I saw this. It was a snowman. I think this was also on D-Stash. Not really sure anymore. Then I got the March in the Hoop from the club I joined with Heartland Quilting, and there's the colors. Then I was watching Floss Tubes, and I've seen this one many times, and I've resisted many times. And everybody who knows Christmas and Halloween are like my two downfalls for patterns. So I bought my first Silver Creek samplers, and this is my Christmas list. I saw this when Chelsea and Priscilla had done it before they start designing, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I watched it on Heartland Quilting and Sewing's, floss tube. Resisted. Somebody showed it again, and I was like, that's it, I'm done. So I went on Etsy, found it, purchased it, and that's who I purchased it from. And in it, on the back of their card, is project information. I thought that was so cool. So, and then again, like I said, package is down by the door. I didn't open right away. This is the autumn one from Housewives. So I never saw it except for on TV on floss tubes. But I finally opened it. Hello, autumn. All the stuff. These ones I never started because they're on linen and Monaco, and I haven't done those two things. And I haven't decided. I think I can do Monaco. Linen I did try. It was a struggle for me with my eyes. I'm not saying never. I'm just saying right now, no. I'm not willing to get that frustrated. And then I did another order with Heartland, but look how cute their stuff comes. So I left it so you guys could see that. So they normally have us collect these are just fake lavender. So if you're allergic to lavender like I am, don't be afraid because it's fake. But people collect them, do cool things, and then they have a drawing the next year. Whoever purchased it, with the most. But I had also got another Silver Creek sampler, 2 of them. This one is another one that I wanted to get forever, but I didn't last year. So I got that one. I didn't think my cousin would enjoy the Grim Reaper for her wedding present. So. And then the other one that I got was another wedding sampler. And this is Together. I do like it. I don't know. So I at least now have choices for wedding.
You could always do one of them as like a anniversary gift.
Right. And the other thing that was ordered is my mother, when I was up there, and her nephew wanted a hat or a cowl because she only has one cowl for me. So I got this color is like a purplish gray from Around the Table, and this is Arroyo. Malabrigo. There we go. I don't know the colors because I had them winded because obviously I was up there. I don't have all my stuff, but it came after I went home. And then I got the dark gray for him. And all I'm making, he is in ski club, and he doesn't like that under his mitts for skiing, the snow goes in his jacket and gets melted. So I'm just making them go from here to here And I'm just going to do a 2x2 rib because they stretch.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be out of wool, you know, but washable wool, I guess. So that's for him. The 6 inches of 2x2 rib might kill me.
Yeah, that's a lot of 2x2.
That is all my purchases, and I swear I'm done purchasing.
Just because I enjoy seeing you shake your head.
See, I love, it's not that I don't like them. I like them a lot.
Well, super size and max color is where it's going to be.
I just can't do it.
I know. It's so much fun to see y'all shake your head at me when
the sun came out.
I just saw that and I'm like, oh, see, I don't know the cutesy fairy tale. That one, oh, love it. Okay, so we are on life now.
Yep.
All right.
Hold on, Cooper. I'm almost done.
As I said, my little one's birthday is tomorrow, and it's going to be a day because my little one and her best friend have really been wanting to go to the mall. I loathe the mall. It's a nice mall. Salespeople and it's not. And so we decided the kids are out of school tomorrow. It's a teacher institute day in our district. So we're going to take her and her best friend to the mall. Her mom is also going. And since my oldest one will want to go to the mall because, I mean, she's 11, almost 12. Of course she does. So so that my little one doesn't get her nose out of joint if her friend wants to hang out with Viv. I told Viv she could invite a friend. So I am taking a 7, an 8, and 2 11-year-olds to the mall. Girls, to the mall tomorrow. Shy.
In a minute. Sorry, Cooper is up now for the day, finally.
Yes. And then next weekend, Viv and I are going to Michigan for her to compete in race walking. We pretty sure she's going to take gold. It'll be cool. It'll be fun. It'll be a good experience. And then the week right when we get back, my mom is coming to visit for a while. So life is busy.
For life for me, hold on, Cooper. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just going back to work Monday. Part-time. So I'm only gonna, well, not even a little bit more than part-time. I normally work 8 to 10 hours, and I didn't want to have to be forced to go right back into 10. So the doctor put me on 6 hours for 2 weeks. As long as my foot can handle that, then after 2 weeks, I can go back to being full-time. NFL season is done for the most part. We do the Chiefs jerseys, and pants. So that is our only team that's in the Super Bowl, and they're doing those this week. So I'm not going to be there for any part of that. So I don't know where that'll lead us for work next, because who knows? And I said we're trying to plan a trip to Oklahoma at the end of the month. Just like real quick, we'll leave Thursday night, get in Friday, leave out Sunday morning. So that I'd only miss one day at work.
Yeah.
The only other thing that's going on that I haven't even told Sarah about is I've decided, like with others, that we're going to start doing the gym. So that was a Christmas present from mom. Number 2 is a gym membership. I meet with my private trainer today at 2:00.
Okay.
So, and that's more for, I've been on this journey with my feet. I've had the left leg I had surgery on the left foot last September in 2022. And now I've done the right foot. But prior to that, for 5 years, I had been in and out of walking cast on my left leg for 5 years straight. And then now the right leg, I didn't have to go into a walking boot before surgery or cast or anything, but I had to afterwards, obviously. So it's jacked up my hips a little bit. My left leg is significantly weaker than my right. and I'd like to get the strength back in my legs.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a journey that I am starting today. I can't do anything yet until Monday. I'm not cleared for any of it till Monday.
Yeah.
But I can go on and set up my plans, set up my private training, set up my classes that I'm going to be doing. So it should be fun and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So no more soda at all for Nicci as of today.
They have options, like if you need to like, get the carbonation.
Yeah.
I just saw one. It's not sparkling water.
But I'm not sad about it. Like,
yeah,
I'm not. And I like the Celsius. I do get the Celsius. Those have 0 sugars, things like that. I'm not doing it just to lose weight. I'm doing it more to get healthier and to get my strength back.
See,
and
me
hopefully
giving up soda scares my family.
When you give up soda scares your family, or when you force all of them to do it?
Oh, no. When I give up soda,
Oh.
It scares my family. I'm a very different person.
I more or less have it like when we go out to eat.
I'm a very different person without soda.
That means you're kind of like Justin without his nicotine, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I can literally, with the first sip, feel myself go from here to here.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I've never been that person. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Yes. Also, I forgot a purchase. It was a pretty significant purchase for me. I found a rabbit hole. Nicci, you saw it. I found these cute little ornaments on Etsy. And they're $10 each, but you can get all 15 for just over $100. And then I got sent a 10% off coupon. So I got the bundle. And I mean, is it up there yet? Is it up there? No, it's still there? Okay. There we go. Look at them.
They're cute.
They're so stinking adorable. My mom said I need to make a set just for her. And I'm like, yo. So, yeah.
I love them. I didn't know you pulled the trigger. I know we had talked about it.
I did.
I cannot wait for you to start those.
I gotta download them all because it's 15 PDFs. She had to send the PDFs in messages because you can't send more than 3 PDFs automatically. Or you can't send more than 3 PDFs, period, at a time in Etsy, apparently.
Gotcha. Well, we'll look forward to seeing those soon.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see you in about 2 weeks.
Yep. Maybe
it'll be a weekend. That's about maybe not. Depends. I'm on, like I said, half days for two more weeks, so might be able to get one more Friday in. Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
So don't forget to go over to Heather's shop. I will link whatever we remember to talk about.
They're very light. Below. They will not drag your fabric down.
No. They don't normally pull your stitches. I mean, unless you're putting on a mohair or a lace.
Even then, I don't think they would.
Yeah.
They're not light. Yeah. They're great.
So.
How's them all? They're great. All right.
Have a good week, and I will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.